What's up, family? It's me, your boy Urban Sports Guru. YouTube, thank you for the like, thank you for the subscribe. Instagram, thank you for the like, thank you for the follow. I want to holler at y'all about the big news from today. Kawhi Leonard finally being traded. Traded to LA? Absolutely not. He's traded to the Toronto Raptors. Now, why was he traded to the Toronto Raptors? Right now, Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs are they're about as happy as a faggot in Boys Town. They happy as hell. I'm going to tell you why. They send Kawhi to the Eastern Conference. You get an all-star return and a first-round pick. They're happy as fuck right now. But as far as Toronto, what they did is shady. What they did is really fucking shady. But I got to keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all. Y'all know how I do this. I always tell the truth. I keep it real. I understand why they did it. If anything, they should have been more upfront about it. And the reasoning why they did it is very simple. There are a handful, maybe six players in the game today who could be the best player on the championship team. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, probably James Harden, probably Russell Westbrook. Make that 7, Kawhi Leonard. That's it. That's it. That is it. That is it. Everyone else is close, but not quite there. Everyone else is, for one reason or the next, either they may ascend there, but they're not there yet. And for the Raptors situation, they're in the worst kind of situation because their guys, DeRozan and Lowry, have reached their peak and are not getting there. And what makes that doubly worse, they already are invested in them financially for big fucking dollars. So the Raptors, what you saw this past year, that's the best you're going to get out of them. Everybody said, oh, well, they were number one in the East. They won, 59, 60 games? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't think they beat Boston. I don't think so. And if the other players they're other franchise players in the making. They're not there yet, but they're in the making. Joel Embiid is one of those kind of players. Yeah, he's that in the making. I don't know if they're going to be beating Philadelphia anytime soon in the 7-game series because of Embiid, because of the trajectory he's on. You know, Giannis is on that trajectory. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a chance to get one of those guys, and maybe you can sell him on your team, sell him on your city, I think you have to make that move. I think they could have been more upfront about it, not be backhanded, dicks about it. Everybody praises that GM, Musa Ujiri. I know I fucked his name up. I'm sorry, but straight up, I just feel a little bit bad for DeMar DeRozan because he got lied to. But he's going to a better situation, a better coach. I would love this move better for Toronto if they still had Dwayne Casey. Then I will love it more. But the fact that they don't, to me, that lessens the chances of them keeping Kawhi. But even if they don't keep Kawhi, which is probably likely, they remove DeMar's money off their books, and you just start the rebuilding process. It just sucks you're not getting more for him, but this is the way the NBA is nowadays. There are very, very fewer and fewer guys who are ascending and reaching that peak when they could be the number one player on a franchise player that wins a championship. Be that number one guy. It's happening fewer and fewer times. There are guys that could be all-stars. Yeah, they can be an all-star. They're just getting to that point where you be an all-star. That doesn't mean you can be the number one player on the championship team. Also, you have to factor in, this is the era of the super team. That list I gave you, 2 of those guys play for Golden State. 2 of those guys play for Golden State. This is the era of the super team. The first super team was created in Miami. Of the top 5 players in the game, 2 of them played for the Miami Heat. 2 of them. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was runner-up for MVP. This is what you need in the current age of the super team. And you look at the Raptors squad, Kyle Lowry, he's an all-star, but he's not a top 5 point guard. He's not. He's not even a top 5 point guard. And he's your second best player. He, to me, in my opinion, I like him. I love the toughness he has. In a big 3 that's going to win a championship, he could be in number 3. He can't be a number 2. DeMar DeRozan, in a big 3 that's going to win a championship, he could be in number 2. Maybe in number 3. Number 2 is pushing, but I think he could be in number 3. The fact that the Raptors invested all that money in him and he's their number 1 in this era of super teams, no. It's fucked up. It's very disloyal. If anything, they should have had more transparency, more honesty about this shit. Because you're not going to win a championship. You're not. They're not. I'm not buying that Toronto Raptor. I'm not drinking that Toronto Raptor Kool-Aid. No, you're not. It just... Everybody praises that GM, Musajiri. I know I fucked his name up again. But understand something. They just fired Dwayne Casey. He won Coach of the Year. And you basically... I understand why you did it, but you helped San Antonio on the process. Like, San Antonio gets a viable wing player. He's not Kawhi Leonard. He has a viable wing player that's going to... With the rest of those guys there that are left, and the best coach in basketball, Greg Popovich, they're going to keep them in the playoffs. This is how San Antonio continues to build on the fly, to rebuild on the fly. And he's someone I think is going to be able to handle coaching. The coaching of Greg Popovich, the no-nonsense approach and all of that. So, I do feel for DeMar DeRozan, but ultimately I think he's in a better situation. That's just my take on it, man. It's just a crazy situation. I'm out. Guru. Salute.